Hey everybody, welcome back. I usually don't cover meta decks as much. Kind of yes and no. But I realized I haven't actually done a Jesmon deck profile. I'm not a Jesmon player myself. I don't really play it for tournaments and all of that. But I built the deck and it's actually one of the decks I test against the most when I'm testing other decks. So I made sure to build one that is very strong. I think it's strong anyway. I have a hard time beating it a lot of the time. But I realized I should probably share it with you because even if you don't play Jesmon, maybe you want to build a Jesmon deck to play against because it is really good for testing. Or maybe if you do want to play Jesmon, this is the list you could go with because, like I said, it's quite a strong list and a lot of decks do have a hard time with it. I can confidently say that much. I'm a little bit sick today, so if you hear a little bit of coughing going on, I apologize for that. Okay, let's go. Make sure to go to topdecktcg.com and use code BULB810 for 10% off your next purchase. So starting off with our eggs, I'm playing 4 Baby Dom and 1 Demi Mera. This dude gets an extra 2000 DP when the Digimon has piercing and Jesmon gets piercing. We know Jesmon gets piercing. And then Demi Mera is just a very good egg. He's a good egg. So then I'm playing the 1 Demi Mera and he gets an extra 1000 DP when you attack a player. When this Digimon attacks a player, so when you kind of go for security. Just buffing up your dude a bit. On to our rookies. I'm playing for Huckmon. He is very important in the Jesmon deck. You get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add up to 2 of the following. So a Jesmon, a Huckmon, or a Sistermon. With Jesmon, like other decks that you have to build stacks with, you have to find all your pieces and he will help you find your pieces. So you wouldn't really play him at less than 4, no matter what version of Jesmon you're playing. Next up we have 3 Biomon from the EX01 set. Looks super cute. And when your Digimon attacks a player, you get to draw a card. So again, you're drawing into your pieces, although at that stage, ideally you would have your Jesmon, but you know, just for maybe the Omnimon to go for game. And next we have 2 Gyomon. I know he's usually used in the Gallantmon deck more, and to be fair, you can actually play a Gallantmon in Jesmon. Now, I'm not playing Gallantmon, but he's got a great inherit effect, which is good for Jesmon in the first place. When one of your opponent's Digimon is deleted, you just get to draw a card, which is A1. Then we have 2 Agumon, very generic. You just get an extra 1000. And finally for the red level 3s, I have 2 Monodramon, and he's just a vanilla that costs 2 if you need to do some memory depriving. Now the last of our level 3s is one of the best girls, and that is Sistermon Blanc. Now she is probably the better Sistermon, although can I just say, these came in the post today and I'm so happy about it. I mean, look how cool they are. As you know, we don't have Noir in the West because nuns with guns are a big no-no apparently. But I also picked this one up, which is from BT7, and it just looks super cute because I know we're not going to get her in BT7 either, so I was like, may as well pick it up. So just look how cool they are. Back to our best girl. So Sistermon Blanc is the best Sistermon in Jesmon. On play, you just get to draw a card, which is A1. And then, of course, when you have a Huckmon or a Jesmon, her and all the other Sistermons on the field get blocker. So that's really, really good. Onto our champions next, our level 4s. I have 4 of this Greymon. I like having this dude at 4 because he is super duper valuable. He just straight up gives your Jesmon +1 security check. Probably the best level 4. But honestly, the Jesmon deck is so tight, it's really hard to fit in like extra tech stuff anyway. Then I am playing 3 of the Bao Huckmon. He's really, really cool under Jesmon because when you're attacking, you just get to delete one of your opponent's 5000 DP or less Digimon if you have a Sistermon in play, which the majority of the time when you're playing Jesmon, you will have a Sistermon in play. And then, of course, if you have Bao Huckmon with, say, Gyomon underneath it, he deletes a dude with 5000 or less. He deletes a dude with 5000 or less, and then he'll let you draw a card. And then I am playing 3 of the Monochromon, just a straight up blocker, kind of helps you stall for game. And finally, for my level 4s, I am playing 3 of the Sistermon CL. I would argue Blanc is the better Sistermon. Sistermon CL is still really, really good. So on play, she just gains a memory. So if you're playing her from Jesmon, you're just gaining memory, which is nice. And then she gives And then she gives all of your Royal Knights or your Huckmons an extra 2000 DP, so you're beefing up your boy as much as possible. And that's on all turns, by the way, that's not just on your turn. So then for our level 5s, I have 4 Save Your Huckmon. So this is one of your main level 5s that you'll be playing under Jesmon. So when you Digivolve into him, you just get to play a Sistermon for free from your hand, which is just really good in the first place. And then when you Digivolve into your Jesmon, the inherit effect says if you have a Digimon with Sistermon in play, you just get to unsuspend him, which means Jesmon's going to go for more than 1 security. And if you have, say, the Greymon underneath, you're going to be doing multiple security checks as well, which is very cool. Then if you do not see your Save Your Huckmon, you always have the Volcanodramon, which is just an extra security check, which is always very nice in the first place. And now our level 6s. We only play 4 level 6s, and that is our Jesmons. The namesake of the deck, the big boy, the one you're wanting to make sure that you have at all times. So Jesmon has a few different things that he does. When he attacks, first of all, you can play a Sistermon from your hand for free, or from your grave for free, which is nice. So you're either going to gain a memory or draw a card from your Sistermons being on the field. If you have played another card, so if you've played a Sistermon, through that effect, this dude gains 3000 DP and piercing. So he's beefing himself up already. And then of course he has all of the other effects that are going to be underneath him, either, you know, your extra security checks, or he's going to be able to unsuspend. The card is very cool. And also playing Sistermon is not once per turn. So you can play multiple when you attack multiple times if you're unsuspending him. Then I'm only playing 1 level 7 for the deck, and that is your Omnimon with Blitz. Just because if you're able to melt their entire security with your Jesmon, you can then go for game with Omnimon. It's kind of it is the game plan. Then going on to option cards, I'm playing 2 of the red memory boost. It's good for helping you get your pieces to your Jesmon, but also good for giving you that little bit of extra memory to go into your Jesmon if you need it, if you don't have a tamer on board. I'm playing 2 Judgment of the Blade in this deck. So Judgment of the Blade allows you to give your Huckmon or your Royal Knight the ability to attack unsuspended Digimon. And because you're going to be giving your Jesmon piercing when you bring out a Sistermon, you're going to be wanting to attack their dudes on board because the security checks are going to go through regardless. But if this isn't security, you get to play a Sistermon, which is cool, and then add it to hand. And a card I find really important this format now is the 2 Delicate Plan, especially with a lot of security control going around. It just means that security doesn't activate. So like the option cards and security don't activate. I would not take this card out because it's good against security control, and it's good against musketeers and just other random stuff that might be in security, just to ensure that your Jesmon is kept safe, or as safe as possible anyway, because he's going to be pretty beefy, so not much is going to be able to attack over him. And then finally, I'm playing 2 of the Tai. He is your memory fixer, so that's very important in the first place. But also, if you have a Digimon with 4 more Digivolution cards, there's an extra security check there, and the majority of the time your Jesmon will have more than 4 Digivolution cards underneath him, because you're going to be building your stack and raising. Ideally, you shouldn't really bring your Jesmon out of raising unless you are able to go for it, essentially. And that is the deck. Okay, so that was the Jesmon deck profile. Let me know what you think. But like I said, I don't really play Jesmon myself in tournaments or in locals or anything like that, because the mirror match gives me a bit of a headache. I use it for testing mainly because I know a lot of people do like Jesmon, and it is a very, very good deck. And if I knew I wasn't going to be going up against the mirror match all the time, I might play it. But again, this is the deck I test against just to make sure that I'm fully prepared for the meta when I go into tournaments, or as prepared as I can possibly be. I mean, you're never going to be fully 100,000% prepared. All right, see y'all next time.